Wine, what it do? What's Bragging K Pasta? We back with another one. Only Time for Currency podcast. You heard me? Back with another one. Back with another special guest, man. For the people who don't know, for the people who need to know, let people know who you is, what you here for, and where you from.
It's your boy Ptg. You know what the fuck going on. Whatever in the trenches. See what I'm saying? Trench guy. St. Rose holding it down. 003. Let's travel long live Steph, nigga.
Gang know. Yes, sir. So, for the people who don't know what you here for, man, let the people know what you do.
Shit. I be making music, really painting pictures, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I be telling my story
As you
through the struggle, man.
Thanks. So, from the struggle, where you come from, where you get your struggle music from?
Basically, like, when I was growing up, cause I was rapping at like, when I started rapping, I've been playing with it, but like, we had made like a nigga, like, first CD, at like 14, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Some young hustler shit, like me and all my people, like 6 people. We just went in on some group shit, made like a, probably 8, 9 song tape.
Mm-hmm.
So I was fucking with some shit on that, but I ain't curse on it, you know?
Right.
So basically I was just rapping about like other shit I seen, cause I always was in the life, but I went like, you know, like full head on, like my daddy did his thing.
Right.
You know, so I went always head on, so I was dibbing and dabbing,
Mm-hmm.
cause I was like hiding shit from him, but then fuck, I already knew what it was, cause that's what he is, you saying?
Facts.
So then basically like, when he went fed, like in 2016, 17,
For the people who don't know what going fair mean, what that mean?
like when he went federal, he went to federal jail, like federal prison. Like he was just out here, you know, so fuck, it come with the shit, like consequences. So
Facts.
he had went to federal prison. So when he went to federal prison, that's when I got head on, like, you know, cause I ain't really have nothing to like run from, like, you know,
Facts.
my mama, she working and shit, so it's like I ain't really hiding from nothing. Like like I'm smoking outside, whatever it is, whoever pass, whoever see a nigga, that's what it is. Like
Facts.
it's going on. Like they know my dad in jail, they know what's going on. So boom, like nigga just was head on after that, like hitting that road, whatever the case may be, like just money hungry, like cause nigga already had it. Nigga was, you know, coming from that. So when the water got cut short, nigga just money hungry. Like.
Right.
So basically, that's where my struggle rap come from. And it's still like that right now. Like, he almost home, but, you know, it's still like, fuck, it still got a little struggle to it.
Facts.
But it'll get greater later.
Real rap. So, where you grew up? Or you say you from St. Rose. Where you from in St. Rose?
I'm from Preston Hollow. I mean, I'm really from the whole St. Rose, though. Like, Old Side, 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, Mockingbird, Turtle Creek. We dibbed and dabbed in Charlestown, like Charlestown shit.
Right.
But Preston Hollow really. But at first, like my mama's side, she from Kenner.
Right.
Like my whole mama's side from Kenner, but my dad's side from St. Rose. So it like, I was in Kenner like I was in Kenner up to like 3rd, 4th grade, like 3rd grade, you know. And then fuck, I had came to St. Rose. When my mom and my dad got back together. So then when they got back together, we just stuck it out in St. Rose, and then fuck, I just been St. Rose since 3rd grade. Like,
was it a different, like a bigger change going from one place to another in St. Rose?
yeah, basically, I mean, cause fuck, we was like, when we was in Kenner, we was staying with my grandma, so it was like that normal, like, but I don't never really think about that shit, but I guess not cause I'm doing this interview, I now be thinking about that shit. But it's like, we was all in one house at my grandma's shit, you know? Like, it probably was like 9 people in that bitch. Probably my mama, her kids, she got 3 kids. And you got my dad, you got my auntie. She probably had 2 kids up in there. Just something like that. Then my grandma, she was single. But then my dad, had got back with my mama and they had copped a house in St. Rose.
Mm-hmm.
So then, fuck, it went from there. Start going to the public school out there, St. Rose Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
Thugging with everybody around there. But like I say, my whole dad's side from St. Rose, so it's like, I got cousins and everything, like, around the whole neighborhood. So it's like, man, we mobbing around this bitch for real. In Kenner, I was making friends. Like, you know, I was just like, and it was like boom, 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 boom. But in St. Rose, like, it was cousin shit. So it was like, I'm out here, like, you know,
Right.
whatever my cousin doing, you know. But nigga might, like, do some shit with their friends, but it's like,
Fan first type shit.
yeah, you know, so a nigga, like, with their cousins and shit, so it got better. And it's like, St. Rose is like, it's so small to where, like, you know, you could really go down the street. Not saying you can't do it in Kenner or nowhere else, but, like, you could just go down the street and, like, get a plate, you know, or just, like, it's just so small on some country shit to where, like, you know everybody. So.
Everybody's family around that.
Yeah, so everybody knowing my dad and what he on, so everybody know me. So that's just what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
You said you had
You can scoot the seat back.
You scoot it back. You said you had 9 people in the house. A lot of people who come from like black homes, black families, they know what you talking about because like back in the day, I don't know about too much now, but back in the day, it was really about family. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you had going on, come to grandma's house, come to great grandma's house, and we gonna all thug it out in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that built the bond with family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that nowadays, and everybody all for themselves and all for one type shit. So me saying that, how did the family-based life help you coming up versus just like being outside?
On some real shit. At basically, like, what age you talking about, though?
Probably like, I'm talking about like troubled teen years, like high school, right after high
Yeah,
school.
basically,
type
that's what
shit.
I was thinking you was talking about, so that's why I had to see. Because, like, when I was in high school, like, I was on some rebellious shit, but, like, I was still on some, like I said, was, like, hiding from, like, my dad and shit, you know? But I was still rebellious, like, you know, doing other shit to where, like if my people go on a trip and shit, like a family vacation, I wouldn't even go.
Yeah.
Like, I'd chill in St. Rose, like, you know, I just wouldn't be on that, like, I'd be on that. I'm the oldest.
Right.
So my sister, she 20, 22, and my brother, he 19, and my other brother, 22. My dad had another child. You know how that be, so.
All the time.
Yeah, so boom. It was like, I'm the oldest, so a nigga, like, played that type of time, like, the rebellious oldest one. And it just went like that, so, but as far as family and shit, like, yeah, I fuck with the fam. Like, I fuck with the fam all throughout, like, cousins, grandma, all type of shit, like.
Yeah, right. Hey, y'all have a very tight-knit family from what I seen. I know bro from a long time personally.
Facts.
And everybody in y'all family from what I seen, if you ain't got it, somebody about to help you get it or show you how to get it. You know what I'm saying? And if you down and out, it ain't down and out for too long, because if your people know you got something going on, they gonna make something shake, brother.
Real shit.
You and I done seen it with Taj too. You know, Taj been at the bottom, like he be on some I'm about to do this type shit. The fam hold him down every time.
Real shit.
Every time. And I fuck with y'all people for that shit. Cause that's some solid shit. A lot of people don't be holding their family down, dog. So
real shit. They do some a lot of support and shit. Like, they're a good support system and shit.
Facts. I remember T put me on your music. She was like, you know, my cousin rap.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, let me get that.
Yeah, real talk. You know, like, they be on some support and shit. Like, even with my cousin when she was doing the clothes and shit, like, like, niggas be on some support and shit. But I feel like that's how people should be. I don't know, like, why people not close with their family like that, really.
I'm telling you now, because when we grew up with our great grandmas in the house, not at the fucking club, trying to do all type of other shit other young people doing. They was putting morals into niggas and instilling loyalty and what you need to be about your family. Is just so much bullshit put in front of the world right now.
Like, my mama, like she the type of mama. Like, it don't matter what the circumstances is. Like, she gonna make sure a nigga ain't left for dead, you know? Like, I can just finish, like, we could just finish, like, fussing me and her ourselves. But nigga still gonna get a call, like, you know, like, it just ain't no doubt. Or go out there to the world.
Yeah, right. As it should be.